I simply do not dream of labour. I'm finally giving myself permission to admit that I'm tired of working my life away. I've seen this topic come up a few times recently, and it's really made me think about why are humans even here? Why are we on planet Earth in the first place? And why am I here? I don't think it's to just work, pay rent, and pay bills, but I can't ignore the fact that this is the way that I've been living. I've been working non-stop since I was 15 years old. For me, the honest truth is, I couldn't imagine myself not working. I couldn't imagine myself sitting around doing nothing. Don't get me wrong, I have hated work at times, but I'd rather be doing something than absolutely nothing. And I think after seeing this quote I found on Tumblr, it explained my feelings fully. It says, "I do not dream of labour. Yes, you do. Labour is fulfilling. You dream of a world where your labour isn't exploited and it's that or starvation. I guarantee you dream of labour. Labour is a necessity and in and of itself is a good thing. If you dream of having a garden or painting murals, cooking or baking for people, researching in a lab or writing stories, you dream of labour, which is good. We all just hate having our labour exploited and being underpaid for the value of our work. Nobody wants to sit at home and do nothing, as quarantine has proved. In and of itself, labour is fulfilling and contributes to the betterment and advancement of society. Too many people are just barred by arbitrary divides, class, education, and unable to perform labour they'd be best suited for. Or that type of labour, arts, service industry, is undervalued and underpaid. I want to feel useful. I want to feel like I came here and fulfilled my purpose. At the end of my life, I want to look back and feel like I gave my all to the things that I cared about most. I'm starting to see how purpose is so important in our work, but how do we find purpose? How do we find it? And how do we escape a job we don't like? When I look at people who love their job and are living their dream life, I see someone who had a hobby, a passion, an interest for something, they pursued it and monetized it. I look at people like that and it seems like they're not even working, but they are, and they're making money from doing what they love. Pursuing what you love to do now is ensuring that eventually you'll be spending your time on Earth as the most truest version of yourself. And how we spend our time on Earth is truly the only thing that matters. Time is the only luxury. It's really not even about money. If I made money from doing what I love to write, I love to film, to travel, to talk about mental health. If I made money, but it was a modest average salary, I'd be okay with that because this work means something to me. It's not about living a flashy lifestyle. It's about securing how I'll spend the rest of my life and the rest of my time. And the great thing is I have endless energy for all the things that I love. And in turn, they provide me with energy to keep going. Not dreaming of work, not dreaming of labour isn't lazy. If you're having these feelings, this is just you acknowledging that your labour would be so much better suited elsewhere. And you feel like you're capable to do better and be bigger and lean into your purpose. This is a paragraph from an article I read recently. I will link it below. We aren't meant to be forced to work on things that we inherently hate day in and day out. Nor are we meant to fake such an integral part of our personas to literally survive as an organism. There is absolutely nothing more soul-crushing than knowing that the only thing that stands between you and the street or graveyard is a paycheck. And yet this is what we are told to idolize. The concept of a dream job is never speaking about being able to be paid a measure that would actually be fair for our very limited time and energy, but more of a way of pushing the capitalist propaganda, another Reddit term, that furthers our flashy and frivolous society. I dream of waking up, enjoying my loved ones, my pets, taking care of my body and mind, making meaningful art, and doing meaningful work because I want to, not because I have a gun to my head. In a world which tells you to wish for a life of labour, there is only one solution. Don't quit your daydream.